We went grocery shopping earlier today, and now I'm in the kitchen preparing my meals for the week. I put together another meal plan because, guys, I know last time I said I was really trying to get it together. This time, for sure, we are really trying to get it together. And so I am going to be meal prepping 3 Skinnytaste meals today. The first recipe that we are going to make is a balsamic chicken with mixed vegetables. In this bowl, I already have my prepped vegetables. So I have asparagus, zucchini, a red onion, and a red bell pepper. I just threw in the basil and the parsley that I just chopped. And then now I'm going to add in the seasonings. I am going to add in a teaspoon of salt, some freshly ground black pepper, 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. I am going to toss this all together so that everything is coated really well. The reason why I chose this recipe was because it was just a 1 sheet pan meal. The less cookware I gotta use, the better. And this recipe just sounded really tasty. I do love balsamic vinegar and roasted vegetables together. I think that combination's really, really good. I already have the oven preheating right now. I do not have an olive oil spray, so I'm going to be using avocado oil and this brush to coat the sheet pan really well. I am going to dump the vegetables into this pan, and I hope I have enough space for it all. I'm gonna spread this out as evenly as I can. And then what I didn't get to show you guys was the chicken that I marinated in the meantime. In here I have some sliced grilled chicken breasts with basil, parsley, balsamic vinegar, and olive oil. This has been marinating together for maybe over 20 minutes, maybe closer to 30 or 40. It did say online, the longer you let it marinate, the better. And so they want us to nestle this in here. The amount of chicken that they were calling for this recipe, in my opinion, was not enough, specifically for Nick and I. So I just added in much more than what it was calling for. Just trying to spread out the vegetables and the chicken as much as I can here. This will probably taste really good. I am super excited for this meal. This meal looks like it's going to taste so good. I have to put this on the lower rack and cook it for about 20 minutes or until the chicken is tender. Perfect. So while we have meal 1 in the oven, I am going to start on meal number 2, which is a chicken taco bowl. I already have some cut up chicken right here. I have also somewhat prepped the pico de gallo. I just am waiting on the lime to squeeze over, so I'm just waiting till the end for that one. I have already cut up some red onion. I don't know if I'm gonna use the whole entire thing. And then I have 1 cup of frozen corn. The first step to this is just cooking the chicken, throwing in the corn and all of that stuff, but it's going to get super loud here because I'm going to turn our exhaust fan on, and so I'm just probably going to do a voiceover or put some music on while we're going through this process. Nick just got home and look at what he just dug up from our garden.
That was from just composting. I took the cuts of a beet that I prepped, threw it in the garden bed, and I let it grow too big. They said you don't want it to get bigger than 3 inches, but that looks pretty good to me though.
What is this all actually part of the beet? Like that's supposed to be there?
This is the leaves of the beet. And then what they do in the store is they cut this off, they'll cut that off, and there you go.
Oh my god!
I gotta prep it.
That's huge.
I know, I just saved us about $2 right there.
I personally don't like beets, but he
I love
loves
beets. They're
beets.
very healthy for you.
Yeah, and I'm proud of you. I didn't show them your tomatoes.
Oh.
But look, he grew all of these. He did throw away some, I think, right, babe?
A lot.
Yeah, because they were going bad, but I just used some in the meal prep that I've been doing. But hey, I'm so proud of you. That's like the most successful, I think, thing you've got.
Best harvest we've had, babe. We're gonna make it through the winter.
I just turned off the exhaust fan, so now I can finally talk to you guys. So I just threw this cauliflower rice into the microwave for maybe 3.5 minutes. And the chicken taco situation for meal number 2 is complete. Also, what is complete is the balsamic chicken with mixed vegetables. It looks really good. I also took a clip of me finishing up the pico, so I'm gonna set that aside. Now, what I am gonna do is just parcel out the cauliflower rice into 4-ish containers. And then I'm gonna top with the chicken corn situation that's on the stove right now.
Anytime I would make like a salad, I cut up beets. I cut this part off here, the top of it, and then I cut off the bottom part of it where the roots grow. And then I put that in my compost bin, and then when I'm ready to bury it in my garden bed after X amount of days, I just dig a big hole, put it in the garden bed, and I was letting the tomato plant absorb the nutrients, but I guess this took and ended up growing a beet.
So all you did literally was just cut the top half of the beet and threw that into the ground.
Yeah, like where my thumb is, I cut this whole top part off and just put it in my compost bin, and that was it.
Dang, look at you.
I don't know.
Farmer Nick over
I
here.
have to get licensed soon.
Nick is now home. He was training for soccer. And the reason why I am doing cauliflower rice was because I wanted something a little bit more low carb, but more veggie packed as well. So instead of like actual greens, like rice greens, I'm doing this. I'm gonna start with half a cup and put that into each container for now. We have 4 bowls of the chicken taco recipe. I am going to put the pico in a separate dish, and when I'm ready to take these in the morning as I'm preparing my lunch for the day, I'm just gonna take that in a separate container and top it all off. And now meal number 2 is complete. Now we are on our final meal, which is a chicken quinoa salad. I have already cut up 2 chicken breasts, split them in half. I seasoned this with black pepper, salt, garlic, and oregano, and then drizzled olive oil and fresh lemon juice. And that happened on both sides. So this chicken is cooling down and is nearly ready to be chopped up. In this pot over here, I just rinsed off some quinoa and am cooking this. It's probably gonna take about 10 minutes at this point. And then I have already prepped these vegetables to add into the salad. So there is tomatoes that Nick grew from our garden, cucumbers, and then underneath that is red onion. And then I am going to squeeze half a lemon on top. So I have the quinoa cooling off right now. I threw in all of the vegetables that I had cut up, and I just cut up the chicken, letting that cool down as well. Once the quinoa is done cooling off, I'm gonna throw it into this, mix it all together. Once that's done, I'm gonna throw the chicken, we're gonna put it all together, and hopefully most of it can fit in this one bowl because I'm running out of Tupperware. In the meantime, I'm going to serve up dinner. This was the balsamic chicken with the roasted vegetables that we had prepared earlier, and honestly, it doesn't look too bad. At this point, we almost have 3 meals complete. Now that this is done cooling, I'm gonna pour this into my bowl of vegetables, and I have already squeezed lemon juice in this. I'm going to give this a good mix. Now I'm going to throw in the diced up chicken. I've got the quinoa, I've got the chopped up vegetables, and now the chicken in here. We are going to toss this together. Use salt and pepper to taste. And then I am going to put this in the container Then when I'm ready to eat this, I am also going to top with feta cheese. There you go. Meal number 3 is complete. We've got all 3 Skinnytaste recipes completed and ready for the week. We have a Mediterranean chicken quinoa salad. This is going to be topped with feta cheese when serving. We also have a balsamic chicken with roasted vegetables. This was a 1-sheet pan situation, which I loved. Nick and I had this for dinner tonight and it tasted really good. So I'm happy how that turned out. And then lastly, this one is the chicken taco bowl. Underneath I have cauliflower rice, we have chicken, we have corn, and then we're gonna top with pico de gallo and a side of either sour cream or Greek yogurt. And then for breakfast this week, I am just gonna do yogurt and berries or yogurt and granola, and that will be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know a lot of people enjoyed the foodie videos, so I figured I'll throw another one in the mix. Until then, feel free to check out our home renovation videos. Those have been new uploads, and stay tuned for more. I will see you guys next time. Bye.